This is just something to get y'all thinking real quick about something. Not that I want you thinking like that, because that's what I'm not trying to do is think. But anyway, this is just something that came across my mind. When we say something is big, like a dinosaur is not big. It is either bigger or smaller than something. There is no such thing as big or small. A dinosaur is not big. The sun is not big because there's always something bigger than it. There's always something smaller than. We say, wow, that's a huge building. Okay, well, let's talk about a town. A town is way bigger than a building. A state is bigger than a town. A country is bigger than a state. The world is bigger than a country. The sun is bigger than the world. See, this is why I always talk to y'all about degrees of things. And when you say things, there's always degrees to it. It's never just when you say something, it's never just what you're saying. There's always a limit. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to explain. It's just something I can't wrap my mind around. It's when you think of the smallest of small things. Think of the smallest of the smallest of the small thing, and think that there is a world within that smallest of small thing. So when we say the biggest of the biggest of the biggest thing, what does that mean? The biggest of the biggest of the biggest thing. How do we know that our universe is not but like a drop of rain to something else, and we're in this little drop of rain? And as you go in that drop of rain, you go into a hollow spot where the universe is, and we're in that spot. Did you ever see the movie Men in Black? At the end of the movie, go search the end of Men in Black, the first one, where they zoom out of the earth and it goes out into space, and you see all the galaxies in the universe, and then it goes into this little marble, and this alien's picking it up with his fingers, with his 3 fingers, and he's putting it into this bag. It just blows your mind. Like I can't even fathom sizes and distances and what is bigger or smaller. There isn't, I don't even think that there's bigger or smaller sometimes. I know there's not big and small. We compare things on this earth. We say that a mouse is small and we're big. Yet again, I'm not big. A house is bigger. A whole building is bigger in New York City, and then you keep getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And then you go smaller, you keep getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. So just really think about this. I have a cover right now. I just woke up. I got a cover around my waist. As I look at this cover, I am looking at all these little slits and creases and crevices, and just think, there are bugs, there are little tiny microscopic bugs and other cells and stuff here that I can't see with my naked eye, but they're on this pillow. And those little things have things on it that are what I just said now, but it's on them. And then those things that are on the little bugs and the little cells and the little creatures and everything else, there's something on them. And then it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So just think about that. Think about that. How could you get to the smallest thing? How could you get to the smallest thing or the biggest thing? I mean, if that doesn't blow if that just doesn't blow like what? I always think about stuff like this, and I always used to think about stuff like this. These are fun things to think about. I don't want people to think about all this crazy nonsense that we don't need to be worrying and thinking about. These are fun things that I think about. But one other thing that I can't wrap my mind around, when we talk about a beginning or forever, like I had this really weird thing happen to me when I was younger. I was thinking of forever in my mind. And I was thinking about like I was zooming into these like white clouds in space, like something like heaven, just using an example. And I said, this is when I thought that, heaven existed, and when we die, we go to heaven and we live forever. And I was thinking of forever. And I was zooming through these clouds and I thought of forever, 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 and just kept going and going and going and going. And I said, forever is always now. It's always right now. Even if you go millions and trillions of years into time, as we see, there's no such thing as going forward. We think that we're going forward. We think that as the time ticks, tick, tick, we think that we're going forward somehow. We're not going forward and we're not going back. If we're talking about space-time here and time, say trillions of years from now, it's always going to be now. Why do you think we say trillions of years from now? Because it's going to be now. You see how weird that is? It's, and then you think about the beginning of something. When you start thinking about the beginning of something, you can't do it. We are not capable of thinking about things like that. And that mystery and that mystique is what makes it so interesting. And that's why I'm sitting here telling you on a video about it, because that's how interesting it is to me. Things like that, I do like thinking about. I do like talking about. I do like bringing up in conversation. Because, you can have fun with it, and you can talk about it, and you can vent about it. So that's all. I just wanted to, do that real quick. I just woke up here. From all the other, videos that I was doing, I'm kind of getting out of a funk right now. But like I said, it's so easy to fool myself into thinking that, oh, I'm getting better. Even this, better and worse. See, these words that we use, this is what I mean by degrees and limits and limitations. That's what I mean. Everything is not, you can't say better and you can't say worse. How much better can you get? How much worse can you get? How can there be a worse of a worse? How can there be a better of a better? Okay, I'm getting a massage and I'm drinking a cup of coffee while getting a massage, and there's two hot women next to me. Oh, I feel better. Okay, well, okay, well, no, you don't feel better because, okay, now let's put a fan that's blowing cool air in front of you that feels good, and someone else is, washing your hair, like in the commercial where they're going, oh, and they're in the shower. I don't know what commercial it is, but you know what I mean. And then how can we say something is better or worse? So that's why when I am speaking in these videos, I am just being what I am being at that time. I am not trying to be something that I'm not. I'm not trying to fight through anything. I'm not trying to become anything. This is what I'm going for to get across to everyone that watches my videos. And I'm going to keep talking about this. As long as I am thinking about this stuff, I'm going to talk about it. Now, there may be a day where this all comes to an end and and then I go to something else that I may be thinking of, or something else that may come up in my life. And I'm sorry if y'all hear that. I don't know who's tapping downstairs or whatever. They're tapping while I'm doing this video. They're tapping a hammer or something. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna let you go with that. It's just life. It's just life. See, I have so much that I want to talk about, and I don't know. All right, I'll let y'all go. Thanks for watching.